So, moving away from the discussion of whether or not I'm a sadist or a masochist, ladies, gentlemen, Josh, welcome to the next episode of the Lost Island, next session of the Lost Island.
I love how Josh is another category, aside from ladies and gentlemen.
It was his turn.
He's done it to him before.
Anyway, how are you all doing today?
I exist at the start.
See, I'm with you on that one.
We'll work. Don't worry, we'll work on that.
I keep slipping into the Scottish accent, so that's.
Oh yes! Today to reintroduce our characters, we have Korim, Vell, Whisper, Kun, and a very special guest today, Scottish Claus.
Boy, do I feel sorry for that kid.
As long as people doing accents does not turn to me going Irish, I'm fine.
And Irish Korim.
Oh. Yeah, I should have expected that.
Now we're tested to fight.
Boy, do I
Alright, what say?
British Vell, and screw it, Indian Kun.
What?
Thank you.
Anyways.
Thank you. Come again. I'm going to run the spear right up your butt.
Okay, fine
Hey,
then.
if you're being
Thank you
racist,
for
I can make a
correcting me.
technical
Thank you
joke.
for correcting me, Indian Gay Kun.
Hey, if we're being racist,
Shippers, you're welcome.
Oh, Jesus.
hey, if we're being racist,
Jeremy, if we're being racist, you can do the Australian one.
I'm sorry, but I don't know how to do you.
Just do New Zealand. What the fuck did I just say?
See, it was...
Shall we?
I'm not making all of the jokes that go through my head because they are not safe for work.
Anyway, actually beginning the session now.
So where were we last time?
Indeed, that's where I was going on with this.
We got our butts whooped, but we barely managed to push through. That's what.
In the last session, the characters of the Lost Island all ended up meeting up with their rather eccentric, to be generous words, parents, Korim and Claus. While at the household, they found a unusual bit of information. Posters of their old enemies, Mr. Thomas and Mr. Lee. As it turned out, very old enemies, as these posters of them predated the landing on the island itself. The father resolved to find out more information about this, going on off on a theory, but soon after they were called to a disturbance. Archer Nalo, the man responsible for the events of their first mission together, was found dead. Apparently murdered for his unpaid contract. Soon after, they encountered the person responsible. A mercenary that Kun had heard stories of for a long time ago, and a man who Korim had once personally met. It was a tough fight, but now he lies unconscious at their feet, surrounded by bodies that he had personally slain. What do you all do?
What the hell?
I genuinely don't know if that music is fitting or not.
Sorry, it's past my bedtime.
Now that the danger is over, Claus is gonna go over and see if anyone is alive.
And aside from you, no, they're all dead. Clean kills, all of them.
What? Even the warden?
Even the warden.
And his wife, I'm assuming.
And his wife. You actually had to walk a bit of ways from here to find them. I'm guessing that Claus goes up and down the place, finding, checking up on all the bodies he sees, because there's quite a few.
Yep.
Yeah. In the area closest to where Sabre is, there are a lot of bodies clumped together. As you go further away from it, you find bodies by themselves. It seems that at first he was picking them off one by one, but after a while he started just going after them all together, as they became more aware of him and started to try to face him in numbers. From what you can see, it didn't help.
Oh dear.
That said, you are able to meet up with a few people who survived solely by not getting to the battle in time. They were on the other side of the castle, fortress, I should say. Prison, better term.
Prison fortress.
That works. They're on the other side of the prison fort and weren't able to get to your location before you encountered Sabre. As it is, though, the number of guards in this prison have been devastated.
Oh, that is not good. So, who's gonna tell the kings? 1, 2, 3, not me.
First, before we do anything like that, we need to restrain him.
I mean, we did.
I thought he was just unconscious. My bad.
If you did last session or need to do it this session, either way, given that you're in a prison, getting restraints is not at all hard.
Can we, quadruple them?
Just
like 4 chains on each arm, 4 manacles on each for the arms, 4 manacles for the legs, and something to cover the hands.
See, I would do all of that, and then I would wrap him in chains. Except Korim is currently looking at him with murderous intent and is walking off.
I am going to follow him.
House.
House?
House?
Did you just call him House?
Yes.
Wrong show, Ari. This is not a medical. He is not a grumpy protagonist of a medical drama.
No, but he's Vell's house.
I mean, to be fair, Claus is a healer, so.
Yeah, but he's not grumpy most of the time. Vell does not want to leave. She wants to make sure this guy can't get back up, so she hops into Kuhn while Claus and Korim dip out.
Alright. I am going to focus on Kuhn and Vell for now, and then I'll move on to what Korim and Claus are doing.
And Whisper. Whisper's with us too.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Well, I didn't want to assume what Whisper was doing, so...
What's Whisper doing?
Indeed.
I suppose Whisper would just be kind of wandering around the room. I suppose he'd actually be perforating through the guy's clothes, looking for any interesting information, recognizable marks, tattoos, jewelry, anything that can tie him maybe to a mark.
That is a good plan that I didn't even think of.
That's a good idea. That is actually a good idea. All right.
So yeah, that's what Whisper's doing. He's digging through the guy's clothes and checking him out.
Okay. So, Vell, Kut, I'll focus on you guys first. What are you doing?
Kun is just he's just sticking his spear at this guy, just waiting for him to come back up, because it's like Kun was trounced by this guy, and as soon as he stirs and shows like really anything bad, he's going to
stabby.
Kun, could you please help me put some chains on him? I kind of don't have physical hands, and I think they are too heavy for me to levitate.
We are in a prison. Like, seriously, how hard could it be to find it? You know, a stash
I just
of
want.
manacles or something?
Oh no! I want 4 sets of manacles on arms and legs. He is not going to walk ever again if I have anything to say about it. But I can't put them on him.
And I was about to just say break his knees, so...
I'd say slit his throat, but honestly, then we wouldn't be able to find who put him up to this.
Actually, I have an idea.
Ooh, nefarious. Go on.
Do you think that he will attack us upon waking up?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure we'll all die.
I'm so glad we brought you onto this game, Jeremy.
Alright. I am tempted to possess him, and if he does wake up and start to act up, try and attempt to actively possess him so he does not.
My dear, my sweet darling dear, before you attempt anything, can we please invest in some Tyrannosaurus Rex-sized manacles?
I mean,
can take it.
That's
again,
perfectly
you guys
fine
are,
with me.
I can
No,
take
what you want is the chains that hold Fafnir, not Fafnir, frickin' brain, Fenris. The chains that hold Fenris.
Yes!
Alright, so Kun just rolls his eyes.
dropping that mythology shit!
Kun just rolls his eyes and goes, I'll grab the chains.
Thank you.
Alright, so Kun's searching around for like any sort of manacles and chains. So what does he find?
Okay, so first of all, in the you do have to actually give me a thing. I'm just thinking about this. Okay, you actually don't have to go too far. You are in a prison where more dangerous targets are held, and that's where they tend to keep the better, sturdier chains. So you are able to grab, quite a few strong, sturdy steel manacles that you can use. You also encounter a few of the survivors who finally managed to get to where you are, and they also help you with getting equipment. Should
That's
we?
very nice
One
of
of them
them.
asked you. Should we report this to the kings now, or?
What? You haven't reported this to the king already? No!
We literally just got here.
At the very least, I can't say anything.
Your way.
All right. They nod and head off to let the king know.
Well,
So
they
you
would
guys
send
wanna do
one
something-
messenger.
Yep, they send a messenger. So if you guys have something that you want to do with or to this person before the kings get here, I'd say you have maybe half an hour at best, probably close to 10 minutes, considering they'll probably be coming quite quickly.
Whisper's looting, so probably do that.
So, what am I... So, I have as Whisper's kind of digging through his clothes and stuff, I'm having a thought. I'm thinking 4 tourniquets, remove his arms and legs, so that when he does come to, he can kill us.
Tourniquets?
Yes, so he doesn't bleed out, and so we can still question him afterwards. And then we can call him with funny names, like Stumpy or Torso Boy.
I mean, I'm all
Black
for
Knight.
it, but I don't... I don't think Klaus and Korim will go for it.
Before you do, I want to do one last thing.
Wait, what was that, Kuhn?
Before you do, I want to do one last thing. It's Kuhn walks over and he activates his he activates his heightened sense of smell, and he's sniffing for he's going to be sniffing over Sabre for any unusual scents. Like maybe it's like someone he's been around, or someone who, or just like where he might have been. He's not expecting to find anything, especially probably if it's a scent he's not familiar with. But he's thinking like if he activates his scent in the right place and it matches a scent that he finds on Sabre, it's just something to have in the back pocket.
Okay. Josh, I'm gonna ask you to make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Okay.
Is Whisper making any checks to find anything on the guy? Or is the
I'll get to that in a sec. I'll get to that in a second. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll be with you in a sec.
So just flat wisdom.
Flat wisdom.
Okay, total of 14.
Okay, there is definitely a familiar scent on him. You're well aware of that. But what and where, you can't quite place it. You know you've smelled it somewhere, and you think it might be more than just a generic scent. But beyond that, you can't quite tell. You can't quite remember where you got it from. Now, Whisper. This guy, first of all, very nondescript clothes. He's not wearing any armor, as well as the obvious saber that he had, which I believe Vell has at this time. Does she not, or was it Whisper? I know one of you took it off him.
I told her to take it off of him.
Yep.
I got it.
He also has a collection of 4 throwing knives and a small handheld crossbow.
Ooh, it's my lucky day.
Indeed. There are a few coins in his purse, as well as a few letters, contracts, and stuff from various people. So
I pocket the throwing knives and I begin perusing through the letters and stuff.
It's from a multitude of people, but there is one contract, one assignment that keeps coming up repeatedly, or rather, one, shall we say, employer that keeps coming up repeatedly. Mia.
Mia. And Whisper kind of looks up at the rest of the group. Anybody know a Mia?
That's the head pirate that was at the fortress where the thing was loosed.
Oh! Right, that Mir. So...
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Archer hired pirates to assassinate Rhea and the rest of her squad. It would make sense that they would come from him, and he would send Sabre to collect on the debt.
Indeed.
Well, there is another reason why, in my experience, bad guys try to take out other bad guys. Especially when they're captured bad guys. It's because the bad guy had information that they did not want getting taken out of them.
That is also very, very true.
Though relating to what Vell said, you do notice that a lot of the contracts you find are much like the one found pinned to Archer, incomplete contracts. A target that was still alive, a job that went unpaid.
This guy comes across to me as some kind of hunter.
He definitely seems to be a bounty hunter to me. So we take out this mere fellow, and hopefully, well, I doubt that the bounty hunting will stop, because usually people of this sort of stature have second-in-commands who take over. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Also, people of this stature usually have partners. Have we checked the perimeter?
No. And with that, Vell zooms out and looks for Korim and Klaus.
And with that, we are heading over to Korim and Klaus. What are you all doing?